Euclid's Elements, Book 4, Proposition 4. In a given triangle, to inscribe a circle. We're going to start by creating our given triangle. And we'll call it A, B, C. Now our first step is going to be to use Book 1, Proposition 9 to bisect the angles C and B. So we can draw that up here. And then we're going to see that these lines meet at a point that we will call D. From this point, using Book 1, Proposition 11, we are going to draw lines perpendicular to the sides of the triangle, namely CB, BA, and CA. So we've got a perpendicular line here, there, here. And then we're going to name our points L, M, P. Okay, now we can see that we have 4 triangles and sets of 2 which are equal. So we can see that this triangle CDL is equal to the triangle CDP. And we can prove this using Book 1, Proposition 26, which says that if you have an angle equal to an angle, a second angle equal to a second angle, and then a side equal to a side in 2 triangles, then the triangles will be equal, and all remaining angles and sides in those 2 triangles will also be equal to one another. And here we can see that in these 2 triangles, we have angle CPD equal to angle CDCL, since we bisected the big angle C. And then we also see that we have this angle here, DLC, equal to this angle, DPC. Because we made, with Book 1, Prop 11, we made DL perpendicular to CB and DP perpendicular to CA, meaning that the angles are right. Further, we have a common side here, DC, which applies to both triangles. Now that we know the triangles are equal, we know that all remaining angles and sides will also be equal. Therefore, we can say that the remaining side DL is equal to the remaining side DP. Similarly, with these 2 triangles, DLB and DMB, we can prove that the side DL is equal to the side DM, since we know that we have right angle here, a right angle here, and we bisected the angle at B, meaning that this angle is equal to this angle. So that proves that DM, the remaining side of triangle DBM, is equal to DL, which is the remaining side of DLB, which we just proved to be equal to PD. Therefore, all 3 sides here are equal. Now that we've proved that DL is equal to DM and that DL is equal to DP, we know that DP is equal to DM, which is also equal to DL. So now we can draw up our circle. Now we're going to draw our circle passing through the point L, M, and P, and we're going to do this by making any of these 3 lines a radius and using D as our center. So now that we can see that we have our circle, and then we have these 3 lines which fall from our center D and are all equal to one another. using book 3, proposition 16, we know that from the porism of this prop that this circle cannot cut any of the lines of any of the sides of the triangle, namely CB, AB, and AC. So we can say that the circle PML does not cut the triangle ABC. And if it does not cut it, then it must touch the points where the perpendicular lines are drawn, meaning that it touches L, M, and P. And we know from book 4, definition 5, that if we have a circle that touches the sides of the triangle and does not cut them, then that circle is said to be inscribed in the triangle which it touches. So we can say that the circle PML is inscribed in the triangle ABC, which is what we were trying to do. Therefore, QB.